What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a brand new video. It's going to be a little bit of a guide video again, and we're going to be talking about costumes. The general topic is going to be explaining how valuable costumes are, and then we're also going to be talking about, are they pay to win? Is this something you need to worry about? How should you get them? Where do you get them from? Things like that. And I'm going to be showing you exactly how much of a difference these costumes make. I have both my JP and global account up right now, and I'm ready to explain the situation here. And as usual, Sellout Watch has got to make an announcement before we get started. One is streaming on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On Monday, which is going to be tomorrow, we're doing the podcast again. So Full Counter podcast tomorrow will be at 7 p.m. EST. If you guys are not following on Twitch, make sure you check that out. Then, Discord, link down below. We're at 1,400 members. Let's see if we can break 2,000. It's pretty nice. Just pick new mods. Should be pretty good over there. And then, of course, if you guys want to play the game on PC, no crashes, no lag, at least for me, personal experience, I recommend BlueStacks. Link is down below. It is an affiliate link, so it does help me out if you click on that link. And that's going to be it. Let's get into the video. So, the main reason you get outfits is to increase your stats. Sorry, costumes. Outfits is the particular piece, but the main reason you get costumes is to increase your stats. That's it, right? So let's take a look at Gother since I have them on the main screen. If you go to Closet, you can see here that I have plenty of these, a couple of weapons, and a couple of cosmetic or headpieces. I usually just don't like wearing them, but I pick them up. Now, the way this works within the game is, although there are plenty here that you can buy, you can only have up to 5 at a time that give you stats. It doesn't matter which one you're actually wearing to get the stats. As long as they're hanging up here, they're on the coat hanger, you are getting the stats from them. You can tell because it explains it right here, right? Exactly what you're getting. Registered cosmetic 4 out of 5, and if I take this down, the stats go down. So it's as simple as that. That's how they work functionality-wise. And if you want to change one of them, let's say you wanted to run around with this one, you just hit the change button, and that's what he's wearing now. So, simple as that in terms of how do you use cosmetics, or outfits, or costumes, or whatever. So, also, this has nothing to do with outfits or costumes, but people sometimes just don't know that you can hit this button up here to get rid of the helmet. So yeah, you can do that. Okay, so now that you know how costumes work, why do you ever get costumes? Well, it's for the stats and the CC gain. And where does it take most effect in is mostly it is a PvP thing. Now, it'll always help you in PvE, of course, and it's never not going to help you. But usually, the difference in stats that you get for PvE and the difference in stats that you get from the costumes, they don't really matter in PvE. Like, typically, whatever you can do with the costumes, you can do without the costumes in PvE. There are exceptions, like, let's say you're going for a ranking event, and by ranking event, I mean something similar to Guild Boss, where you want to score higher. In that case, outfits make a massive difference, because if your Jericho is, has outfits versus not having outfits, she will do significantly, different damage. Now, besides that, main reason is PvP. And there are two types of PvP, right? You got geared or elite, and you have normal or ungeared. Purple being elite, normal being the yellow one. So with elite, it's based off of your, everything gets accounted for. Your level, your awakenings, your gear, your outfits, your costumes, whatever. However, for normal PvP, gear does not get taken into account for. And what does that end up meaning? It means that there are only a handful of factors that actually get, factored in for PvP. And the ones that everyone has the same, right? Things that are never going to change between one player or the other is the fact that every single person in this game can get the same unit, level 70 and 6 star. At that point, if every single person can do that, everyone's CC would be exactly the same, because gear doesn't get taken into account. But there are other factors that contribute to CC gain. One, and a main one, is the association unit, right? So if I remove this, you can see that I just lost like 3k CC. So that is one thing, right? Association units. But we're not going to be talking about that. Right? Association units, I already made a video on that. If you guys are curious about that, you know, I'm going to try using that time card thing. Where, you know, that little pop-up thing. I've never done it before. But if you guys want to take a look at association units, I'm going to try to put that up somewhere. If it works, let me know, please. But besides that, the only other thing besides level, awakening, and association units are outfits. I gotta stop saying outfits. It's costumes. Because outfits is the particular term for one of... Like these are called outfits, right? These three are outfits. These are weapons, and these are cosmetics. Costumes are what the... You know, the things are called in general. But one example is... We're taking a look at Bond here, right? 95821. If I go ahead and take off every single costume he has, what's going to happen? We're going to go whoop, whoop, and whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be a pain to put back on. And you can see here that I lost about 2k CC right there. And yeah, just about 2k CC, right? We were at almost 9600, so we lost 1800 CC. That is massive, considering that, you know, once you get to these high ends of CC, once your characters are all level 70 and 6-star awakened, you don't really gain CC that much. For example, on JP PvP, the standard, you know, where people are at for the most part are around 110k CC, right? 110k. And that is because we have a level 80 cap. So you have 10 more levels on each character and 10 more levels on each of the associated units. So naturally, you're going to just get like, you know, another 4, 5, 6k CC from being level 80. You know, probably like another 1k CC per person, more than that, probably like another 2k CC. But besides that, once you get to that point where all your characters are max level and max awakened, it's hard to move up in CC. So the fact that my outfits, my costumes, raised or lowered my CC by about 2k, and considering the fact that they weren't even full, is pretty massive. Because if each character that I had, right, if I took off the outfits, if I took off the costumes on each and every character on my team, you would see a difference. Like, I would be in the 80Ks already. And at that point, you know, there's so many people with more CC than me. And, you know, I don't want that. But yes, outfits are very, very important. Costumes are very, very important. They make a very big difference in your stats. And you see it mostly in PvP. And that is what, you know, my point is for just showing you that. Now, you can see here that there are different rarities, and each of them cost different amounts, but we're going to get into the cost aspect in a second. The first thing I just want to go over is, you can only hold 5, right? So which 5 do you pick if you have more than 5? Well, you're always going to go with the highest rarity stuff. That's pretty much it, right? It's as simple as that. And I never recommend buying SR outfits, even though it looks really nice. Like, you know, I really like this Bond one, and I use this one on my JP account, but for the most part, you never want to pick a SR outfit, and the reason for that is you can see the stats here, right? SRs give 70 defense, SSRs give 120, and then URs give 180. So you want the most stats out of it, and then on top of that, they give different amounts of different stats. So these, whatever it is besides the defense, those are not random, but they are exclusive to that piece of costume. So they'll all give the same amount of defense if they're the same rarity. These two will give 120, 120, But for example, this one gives resistance and crit resistance, this one gives crit resistance and crit defense, and the percentages can vary. They're always going to be the same. It's not like my outfit is going to be different than your outfit. It's just that they vary from one outfit to the other. When in terms of outfits in particular, so not costumes, outfits in particular, you can get majority of these for free. I don't want to say that, but outfits carry over from one version of the character to the other. So if you have multiple nunchuck bonds, and you can see here that this one comes from the red one. If I awaken that one, I would unlock this one. So those carry over. What does not carry over are weapons and cosmetics. So the cosmetic from a different nunchuck bond does not show up here. And the weapon from a different nunchuck bond does not show up here. What does show up, however, are only outfits. Now, let's start getting into the how to get how to get outfits. Because that is pretty important, right? The main thing about outfits, there are a handful of ways you can get them. Costumes, not outfits. But one of the main ways, and the main way to get them, is the Sacred Treasure Shop. You go here, and the first thing that it'll show you is events. Events offer full set of costumes, right? So the headpiece, the weapon, and the outfit itself, they're all included. And typically, events will include multiple rarities if it's a new character being released. So let's look at this Galland. This one is SSR, and each individual piece costs 20 gems. However, while it is in this event tab, you can only buy it as a full set. There is no discount, so there's no real benefit to buying it here. It's just a conveniency. You can buy for 60 gems if they're full SSR. I believe if it is... Let's look at this one. 30 gems if it is full SR. And then, the one thing I actually don't know is if SRs cost 10 normally? Yeah, they do. Okay. And then URs you cannot get with gems while they are in the event tab. They cost money. $40 gets you 1, 2, 3, plus 50 gems. Now keep in mind that in JP, and this might change when we hop over to JP, is that, this might change as we catch up to JP, I should say. Currently on JP, they removed this 50 gem portion, and they reduced the price to 20. So essentially, the price of a UR costume, the full 3 pieces, is $20, and then you get 50 gems on top. Now, if you wanted to buy these individually, you can. You just have to wait, and that is one of the main things. Last week and the week before, they had these knighthood outfits that were really, really strong. And you can see here that they're still here, and they're here for about 2 more days. And what happens is, they'll say event, and they'll have a timer. Whenever they leave the event tab, you'll be able to buy them as individual pieces over here. And each of them will cost 30 gems. You can see here that I already picked up the Jericho one. But let's say I wanted the Gila one. It's going to be 30 gems. Meaning that a full set of UR is going to cost you 90 gems. So one thing I want to just point out for people who do spend money is that buying if there's a full outfit costume and it's really, really good, by good I mean it's pretty much just, is it on a character that's strong, right? That's all that matters. Like, you're not going to go around picking up outfits for Galland, for example, because Galland is not that good after a little bit, and he doesn't see any play whatsoever. So picking up outfits for Galland is a real waste. But, for example, if like Gother, King, Merlin, Escanor, someone comes out, you pick those up. So if you're willing to spend the money, the value is insanely higher by doing this. Because $40 gets you 140 gems worth of stuff, right? You get the 50 gems here and then 90 gems worth of costume. And let's say you wanted to buy gems. You go down here, I said 140, so this is about 150, right? Costs $80. So you're pretty much paying half the price to get that many gems worth of things. That's just something I wanted to point out. Not everyone, maybe 5% of this video this applies to. But it's something that I would like to say for those of you, who are interested in that. Now, how do you know? Well, let's go over the other areas to get outfits from. Costumes. Why do I keep saying that? Every single character in this game can get one piece of costume from their friendship. Let's say I go over to King. Go over to King, and you hit the affinity, right? So right here, you hit the plus sign, and you can give him stuff, right? So let's go King. I give him these things, and once you get... I don't have enough. Whatever. But once you get to +5, right? Once you get to +5, you will gain whatever this is. And you can see exactly what the stats are. And whatever you gain from here carries over to other versions of that character. So if I was to pick up that hat from this King's friendship, I could go over to this King and it would be here, right? It would be here because you can see that it's available to me, and it says that you cannot acquire this costume. It can, or you do not have this costume. It can be acquired from Hero Affinity. So things like that carry over, and that's the one thing I wanted to explain, which I didn't mention before, is that outfits are not, they are a one-time investment, right? You buy them once and you're good. They carry over to other versions of that character. However, they need to be the same type of character. These two kings, these skinny kings, are the same. These outfits do not work on the fat kings down here. Another thing I want to point out is that Demon Meliodas is coming out. Demon Meliodas is considered a separate character and does not share outfits with the regular Meliodas. But regular Meliodas shares outfits with himself. The Arthurs share outfit. The two Merlins share outfit. The Gilthunder share outfit. And you can see exactly who shares the outfits when you go here. So let's go here, weapons, and let's just hit someone who doesn't have multiple. Let's see. Hawk and Elizabeth, right? Perfect. You can see here that there are 3 Ellie Hawks, and there are 2 Elizabeths that don't have a hawk. So they don't cross over. Their stuff is separate. That's important. Something to keep in mind. And you can check all the characters yourself. That way you know beforehand. For example, Giant Dien and Small Dien do not share anything. That's a big thing, right? If you're trying to pick up Diana outfits. Now, besides that, you can get costumes from 2 more places. One is the PvP shop. If you do geared PvP, you get currency every single week, and you can use that over here to buy weapons specifically. And then I'll just show it real quick. And then you have the Wandering Merchant, whatever her name is. And she sells weapons as well in particular. So only weapons from PvP Shop and Wandering Merchant. And the ones from the Wandering Merchant are exclusive to hers. So keep that in mind as well. And that's really going to be it for outfits explained. Are outfits pay to win? No, I don't believe so. Because they're a one-time investment, you can only hold 5 at a time. And it's just like, this game gives you a lot of gems. And that is just one way to invest them. Outfits, like once you have your 5 outfits, you never need to do anything again. Let's see if my JP is still open. Let me pause this real quick and then come back when it opens up. Okay, and the last thing I really want to show off is what does endgame gear, not gear, but endgame outfitting actually do, right? Once you're at this point in JP where the end game is you have a full set of UR outfits, and URs, don't worry about URs too much, but I just want to explain that this is what end game looks like, right? UR is essentially just upgraded SSR gear, and SSR gear is the highest rarity. That's pretty much it, right? Now, this is like, you can see my Escanor is borderline 50k CC. And for majority of the people on Global, most of our characters are between 30 and 35k. If you're up there right now, right? If you're like end game Global, you're around like 30 to 35k CC per character, so on. So just so you get a reference. So this is like 50k CC. This is massive. One thing I want to show you guys is with outfits off, costumes off, if I take every single costume off, how much of a drop does it actually get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other thing I wanted to explain is that they are future-proof in the sense where once you get your 5, I don't even have, like, it's not like I have 5 UR ones, I have the base ones as well. But once you get your 5, that's pretty much it, right? I don't have to worry about getting Escanor outfits ever again, unless there's something that I just want to get because it looks cool. That's it. 1, 2, 3, they're all off. Okay, so we were at 48,900, whatever. So 49k CC. We're at 44k CC right now. That's a massive drop in CC. And you can think about it this way, right? If I gained, if all my characters had around similar outfits and similar gear, imagine losing 5k CC per unit. We're talking about going from, like, my current set of gear, I'm at, let's say I'm at 200k CC. We're talking about going from 200k CC to 180k. It's a massive jump. Imagine if right now you were at 130k CC on global. Now you're at 110k. Well, you just lost all that progress. Another thing is, your associated units can also have outfits. So it's not just like you're losing that much. Let's say no one had outfits. All 8 of your units had no outfits. You're probably talking about like a 30k drop in CC. If we're talking about endgame stuff. So that's how much of a difference it actually makes. So yes, this I wanted to show you guys in particular that costumes are massive. And although they might seem pay to win, they really are not. They really aren't. Invest the 30 gems whenever you can, picking up outfits. I gotta stop doing this. You know, invest the 30 gems whenever you can. Because they really are worth it. What I like to do every now and then is sometimes you just gotta skip on banners that you might not want to summon on. Like, that you might want to summon on. Let's say Hellbrum. Let's say you wanted to do a rotation on Hellbrum, but you just choose not to. And instead you take those 210 gems you have and you buy a full, like 2 full costumes for King. And you decide to go on that way. And like if you do that, all of a sudden you got a massive power boost on your King. And you know, you don't waste those gems ever. Any gems spent on outfits or costumes or weapons or whatever are never wasted. But you can always have a dead multi, so keep that in mind, right? That's gonna be it for this video, a little bit longer, but it was definitely a full explanation breaking it down for you guys. I wanted to make sure I went over every single aspect of it, and what I'll do in the future is I will make a video explaining, because I don't want this to be like a 40-minute video, exactly what outfits are the best, and not necessarily what outfits are the best, but who are the best units to get outfits on, because it ends up getting expensive, right? You know, you want to get outfits little by little, but you can't just be dropping 500 gems on outfits without knowing who the outfits are for. That's gonna be it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Help the boy out. We're almost at 40k subs, and then we'll get 50k subs right after that. And until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.